Okay, this is Ringwalk Media in association with Well Ice Therapy. We're up in Ricky Hatton's gym today. He's put a big graft in. It's good to see you back from dancing on ice, mate.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Yeah, I did a little nice Christmas and New Year away, and then I come straight on the ice, and what a great experience. I was over the moon with my performance, to be honest. A lot of people says it was crap, but not for me. You didn't see day one, but no, I enjoyed it. I got to show the public two dances. You know, a Rocky, which you'd expect, and then a little bit of elegance and grace. You know.
Got them hips going, mate.
Yeah. So, it may look shit to everyone else, but unless you've been on the ice, then maybe you keep your mouth shut because it's so hard. Well,
people don't realise it really. The progress you really made. You could hardly stand up, could you, at the beginning?
No, Top and Dean had to carry me to the centre of the ice ring so I could do my interview. Do you know what I mean? And but a lot of people were saying, Ricky's come off the ice, he's back in the pub now. He's fell through the door drunk. God, what rubbish did they write? It was staged, that. Me and my mates videoed it. That was the first sip of my pint. It was tea time. One of my mates brought a roller skates in for a laugh. They said, after his first performance, he was going to chuck the towel in. I wasn't going to chuck my towel in after my first performance. I loved my first performance. I loved my second performance. I was going to chuck the towel in 10 weeks ago when I first started. I thought... And if you can't see that was staged, some of the dribble they thought, but you know me, I'm not bothered. Good fun all the way. Yeah.
Well, listen, you were very well received, and the public loved you. It's got to be a shout there to get you in the jungle at the end of the year, surely.
Well, I'm a glutton for punishment. It's not going to help with tossers like you, is it? To be honest with you, just come off from falling on my ass. You want me to go in there and eat all that rubbish, but listen, everything. As long as I'm doing things that are positive in my life now. It's good to be back in the gym, back to see the family, my kids, my granddaughter, my son Campbell, who's been hard training over Christmas and New Year. See the boxers in the gym. We've got 6 weeks now before Ibrahim Nadeem comes back, and after his hand operation, get back in action. And what a big year for maybe this year. I want an area, at least an area, or maybe even an English stuff maybe this year. I don't think the people have seen what he can do best. He's shown it in the gym, he's not showed it in the ring. This year we want to transfer it, but just make sure that hand's good first. And then Jack Murphy on the same night does his first 6-rounder. He's been making great progress. Chloe Watson won the European title before Christmas, so it's interesting to see what's going to happen in the next 12 months with Chloe. So Ricky Hatton's in a good place, my boxers are in a good place, and it's all about doing positive things. For me, I'm in the gym doing my own training still, nothing's changed, so... As far as Ricky Hatton goes, Ricky Hatton's good.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen a big gruelling session today. All the boxers are absolutely loving it, with you around, of course, as well.
I did with him today. We did my finishes on the running machine, which was great. Then I come up and did a little bit on the bag, a little bit on the bike, Yeah. You've got to keep going, innit? You know what I mean? As you get older, you've got to put your foot down a little bit more. Obviously, you don't work as hard as you did years ago, but you've got to get off your ass and do it. Otherwise, you go under like I did a few years ago. So... that's not happening. I'm not going back to them days. Everything positive now. And believe it or not, the ice skating was positive, even though it was shit and went over them, But look how good everyone else was, to be fair. And be interesting. I can call them my friends now. It'll be interesting to see what how they progress to the tournament. I hope they all do well, because they're all belters.
Yeah, you were saying there was quite a lot of camaraderie down there, and there is in the gym here, and everybody seems pleased to see Ibby back, because he had a rough year last year, and I was just talking to him before, and he was saying he definitely wants to sort of step up and see how good he is this year.
Yeah, I mean, and people are going to see him. That he took a fight, when he still had flu. I mean, the flu had gone, but it was still in his system. He'd only just got rid of it, and I in hindsight, you've got to be honest with your trainer, to be honest with you. He come in the gym, he looked okay, I thought he'd be good enough with this opponent, and he ran out of gas, which is very unusual for him, because he never told me that how he actually felt. So there is reasons for his only defeat. But yeah, I think when anyone who knows and has seen him in the gym and sparring and that, they know what he's capable of. He's just got to transfer that from the gym into his fights now. And when he does that, I think belts will be going round his waist, definitely.
Let's hope so. And of course, you mentioned European champion now, Chloe Watson. I mean, her rise under yourself has been phenomenal, and she's in such a good place.
Yeah, I've not seen Chloe since obviously I had a little bit of time off. Yeah, she went skiing, I think. I went skating, she went skiing on holiday and that, which was, but she deserved a good break, to be a European champion after just 7 fights. But it's the first time I spoke to her this week since, because as soon as Chloe finished the fights and Jack finished these fights for the year, I went and just concentrated on my ice skating then. So I hadn't seen Chloe for a bit. I had Christmas, and then I was in the tournament started, but. I said to her today, and I said, "Oh, brilliant, Chloe." I said, "Everyone's so proud of you back in Birkenhead and all that." But and the most pleasing thing, which I hope she took it right, which I think she did, I said, "You made so many mistakes." Do you know what I mean? She was a sitter for that right uppercut. Do you know what I mean? I think it was only because she was throwing the odd standout shots. I think, Chloe's pressure and work rate and quality was far better, but then she threw an odd haymaker and an odd standout uppercut, which made the fight look closer than what it was, I thought. But the main thing is, I said to Chloe, I said, "Listen," I said, "you've won the European title after 7 fights, and I know you can do better. I know you can do more." I said, we wanted to put the pressure on her early, but I said, put the pressure on her like that, where Chloe was going in a little bit to steamroller, so she was right there for that uppercut. But to win a European title after 7 fights, and we can say, "Listen, we can improve on this and improve on that and improve on that," that's so pleasing for me as a trainer, and I hope it's pleasing for Chloe. I hope I didn't upset you, Chloe, because we have
she's
hell of an achievement. But it's my job to, when I go, "Whoa, we could do so much better than that." There we go.
She's bringing her quality out now, and obviously she's going to learn, so she's going to get herself up to that world stage at some point. So you're right in what you're saying. Now, of course, a big fight just over the weekend, Natasha Jonas and Michaela Mayer. Big occasion, lots of good fights on there. What did you make of the main event, and Natasha obviously becoming victorious once again?
Well, she's done so proud and so well for herself. I saw that big, the big picture on the wall and where she grew up in Liverpool, and she deserves it. You know what I mean? What she did, in the Olympics, and what she's done as a world champion. What a role model for where she comes from and the kids. I didn't think there was nothing much in the fight. I thought fair play to the other girl to stay in it and come on strong down the home strength, because Natasha's body punching was great. She was landing some great shots downstairs, and the other girl was able to still come on, but. I don't think you could say it was a bad decision. I can understand the other girl being a bit disappointed. I think, you toss a coin, it could have gone anyway. It depends on, that's the thing about boxing. Some people like this style, or some people like that style, or some people like the stand-out big shots, or some people like the punch volume and the work rates. It's open to interpretation, isn't it, to be honest. There was nothing in the fight, but there's one thing is I'd love to see it again, definitely.
Well, listen, it's good to see you. You're sitting there getting ready to go and have a shower. We appreciate all your time as always. Well done on Dancing on Ice, mate, because we know how hard you worked on that, and we look forward to seeing what happens with Ricky this year.
All right, no problem. Cheers, mate.